Nervous right now.
Maybe they should have told us that too. I'm talking grown men, grown women, grown bills, grown money.
If I'm nervous, my hands in my pocket.
Grown wins, grown problems, grown solutions.
When I get nervous, I gotta take
yells, grown tears, grown life.
That ain't just me.
What's the intro? That shit?
When I get nervous, I sweat.
When I'm nervous,
I sweat
I
and
act
I gotta
nervous.
take a- like it's all bad.
So I won't be nervous.
It's all
Sweating,
bad.
you gotta poop.
Yeah, like it's all bad.
Like my hand just goes in my pocket and it becomes
Like, I
my
just-
comfort
Thing I
zone
do.
here.
I be feeling
And then I'm good.
I'm for real.
Hilarious.
If the hand goes in the pocket, I mean I'm a little nervous, but this
like-
for
I don't
some
know, it's
reason
But what is that like scientifically though?
calms me
I
down.
tell myself that it's okay to be nervous, so I act nervous. So
It is okay to be nervous sometimes.
Wow.
Nervous is a good thing
Like-
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
I've
it is
never
okay.
heard that.
What is that?
Absolutely.
What is your body telling you when you
I
like?
literally
What is that? Like
pretend no one
something you
is
fight or
there. I
flight?
can
Like, what is-
blank out.
Yeah, I think that's what it's scientifically called.
I used to have bad nerves.
Yeah.
if I'm
Stage
confident in
fright.
what I'm doing, then I won't get nervous. Like,
I just been 100%.
Even when I'm confident.
Yeah, I done been
I still get
100%
nervous.
confident.
Like before a concert.
Hey, when you walk out and there's 1,000
Yeah,
people sitting
before a
there, I
concert,
don't
I gotta
care
do
like
it
how
every
confident
time.
I was. I was
Right.
like,
well,
Every
as long as
time.
I'm confident in my topic, like what I'm talking about, I'm good. Like I don't
I'm-
care who out there.
I'm gonna have
As
to
long
do
as
it every
I'm
single
confident in
time.
what I'm
Don't
saying.
what's the largest crowd you spoke in front of?
Large crowd. Probably at my old church, Second Missionary.
Yeah, so that was
That's a pretty
packed.
big crowd.
You
I'm
wasn't
more nervous.
Yeah,
I'm more
that's
nervous
a
with
big
a
crowd.
I was
one-on-one.
at the beginning, introduced and all that.
But you was nervous.
But when I got into it,
Yeah, once you get into it, you get into your bag.
I'm not saying that I don't be nervous. I'm not saying that I don't get nervous.
Okay.
What I am saying is once I
I don't
get
necessarily
into-
like how you looking at me and talking with your hand right now.
well, no,
giving
because-
you-
no,
I asked the question,
No, he
bro.
came at me.
I asked the question.
You came at me.
I asked the question,
So,
and then
and
you
I'm
started
answering your question.
Hey, put your
He's
hand
giving
down.
you real
I'm
Barack
answering your
Obama.
question.
Now why
I'm
your hand
answering
open,
your
bro?
question.
Hey, now you lucky
I'm
she's sitting here, bro.
just saying.
I don't want her in this drama, so I'm gonna let it slide.
All right, hey, it's cool. Would you like the answer to the question?
No,
or you
I
good?
don't care about your answer no more. Because
How did you
I don't like
inherit
your
that?
hand.
Cool, because I don't want to tell you anyway.
He has the politician
go
syndrome.
ahead.
He came at me, but
I
I
asked a
answered.
simple
That's just a
question.
stupid question anyway.
When you niggas start the podcast, please.
I'm ready to.
I thought we
Where the music at?
it was like a snippet, bro.
Is this it? Like,
Yeah,
are we
we
recording?
on.
We
It
have
was
been
playing.
recording like
Right.
the past
Y'all missed it.
Oh, all right.
almost 3 minutes.
Hey,
And I'm not stopping it again. Like, we letting it ride.
guess what?
We letting it
All
ride.
right.
Welcome to the podcast. Hey man, what it do, man? It's a Talk That Ish podcast,
Yeah.
man. We out here at episode
7.
7.
Yep.
7. Is that
Yep.
something? What's
Yeah.
7?
From what? Like
Yeah, from the Bible, numbers guy.
the number of completion.
Number completion. Okay.
But we're not
Okay.
complete. We're going to do like a bunch of more episodes.
That's because number 8 is the
So-
new beginnings.
And then we're going to do 9, which is...
I don't know that one yet. I ain't got that yet.
9 is
I don't know what the 9 is. I'll have it.
Divine 9.
Divine, right.
Yeah, there
Let's
we
go
go.
with that.
I don't think that's right, but we're gonna go with it.
Hey man, like I said, man, we out here.
It just sounds great.
I'm
Divine
out here with my
I
peoples,
like a Delta
man.
thing or something.
My homeboy Rece, man. Nichols in the building.
You know, Rece Nichols, y'all know what it is. It's your boy.
You got the boy, young, humble B.Harris in the building.
Hello, everyone.
He's weird. I don't know.
Like, I feel like you have to say Puss in Boots now. Like
Yeah, because a lot of my
your
YouTube
be
people,
like
yeah.
B Harris, aka Puss in
But
Boots.
they know me as Rap B.Harris, though.
They call you Boots.
Call him Boots.
We're doing the podcast right now. We're doing the podcast right now.
Why
Let's-
that nigga Boots?
let's keep it
name.
moving.
Anyway.
I don't know why we're
First
friends.
thing I was like-
I don't know why we're friends.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, when I first
Why are we
heard it, I was like, man, who is Boots?
Why are we friends? Why are we friends?
I'm
again?
changing this nigga name on my phone, nigga. This nigga
Nah, I'm
Boots.
finding new friends.
He's
That's
just a
what I'm gonna do.
nerd.
B Boots.
Nobody wants you as a friend right now. It's too
What?
late. It's too late in life. It's too late in life,
Right,
bro.
bro. Hey,
Like you're done.
You stuck
like,
with us, bro.
Hey, you lose us,
for
you're
real.
done.
Yeah, find somewhere else to
You lose
record.
us,
Find
it's-
somewhere else to record.
It's all associates.
Hey, I got it.
Bet. Go for it. Go for it.
Hey,
If you're gonna
Boots,
use some of your
chill.
mics, if you're gonna use some of your mics,
I would even hear him. We're gonna take. Hey, that nigga Boots need to chill.
Come
bro.
in.
For
Extract
real.
come out. Then what? Then what?
You gotta get to
Wait a
yours.
minute.
You said what?
You gotta
Wait a
get to
minute.
yours.
hey bro,
Where's it at right now?
hey bro, Hey, man, he has
I
the
don't know
real
what's
tip.
wrong with him, man. That nigga boots tripping.
Y'all come at me.
I think it's that loud hoodie you got on.
Hey,
All right,
that
so
must
we're
be
about
loud.
to introduce.
Boots, chill.
Hey, man, we got some special guests, man. Fine, I've been trying to get them on forever, man. But we got some special
Lies.
guests
Lies.
out here,
I ain't gonna tell y'all
man.
what he really said.
And these, hey, first of all, these are my people. Like I mess with them the long
Hey,
way,
this my
man.
dogs, man.
So, man, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves,
I don't know.
man.
What was that?
It's like she floated or something.
Yeah, like she just extended down.
Yeah.
She extended down. Like,
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Be Rich here, friend of Los, and my girls is with me.
What's up? It's your girl Tiff.
And Ash.
What's up, man?
Hi, y'all.
Hey, finally, right?
Hey, man.
Finally.
Hey, Lowe's funny.
I've been trying to get y'all over. I've been like,
Nah,
and then
because we
get
should've been on the
please?
first
Oh, the first one. No, I should
I'll
have
give you
definitely
the
been on the
second
ghosting
one.
one.
The second one? What's the
I'll
second
give
one?
you-
Why?
second
Like we trying to get started out. Like you can't just have guests right away. No,
This is
That's
true.
why I said I'll give you the
100%.
second one.
no.
I'll let
Like
y'all do the
first two.
first
Like we got to
one.
get acclimated. Like at least
Yeah.
first three.
First of all, y'all been knowing each other how long? Y'all acclimated.
We're saying the listeners have to get acclimated to
Oh,
us.
why?
Yeah.
They'll get acclimated to whatever you put out there.
Ooh, that was
This
a
is
good one.
true. However,
You make the mode, and they gotta fit yours.
but when you started too early with guests, then they gonna think that you like a
Yeah, you a
regular.
part of it.
Okay.
Or is it
Yeah.
You just on the
I can
podcast.
turn it to a regular.
like we can't carry it on our own or something.
I think that's what she's
Y'all
saying.
did a good job.
Well, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
love
We
the
appreciate
podcast.
it. Thank you, Ash.
Yes.
Thank you, Ash.
Yes.
Thank you, Ash. We
Can I
appreciate
ask
it.
before who made the emojis? Because I've been trying to figure out who the light skinned dude is on the emoji.
I'm the cussing face guy.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we know that.
There's a light skinned dude on
We
there?
know
There is a light
Our brother
skinned
even
dude at the
said-
very end.
Lowe's
Is that
gotta
you?
be the-
I'm trying to
You
figure
supposed
out
to be light skinned?
Am I light
There's a light skinned dude on there?
He's the guy with the.
Oh, you
He's not really light.
He kind of. No, I don't know.
I'm like, who's the light skinned dude?
You can look at mine and tell who I am.
I'm going back and looking at it.
I'm like, who's the light skinned dude?
It's one of you niggas.
That's Brandon.
That's you. Okay, I was trying to figure out.
like,
Wait,
what?
Did he take a little bit of his chocolate off?
That's
Okay, I got you.
that's like his summer thing.
Yeah, that's my winter
Or
face.
his winter face. Yeah, he like it's winter right now, but he ain't like.
That's my winter
Yeah,
face.
Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa.
He called him Sammy Sosa.
Is this what we doing all night though? Is this what we doing all night?
First of all, yeah, all night. Hey man, I'm about to jump right in it, man.
Let's get it, man.
I got a question.
Oh, we starting off.
I'm starting off with a question.
Oh,
I like it. No, I like it.
I'm
I like it.
about to jump
I
right
have
in.
no idea what he's about to ask.
I like it.
Hey man, hey, I just want this is for the ladies, man. I just gotta
I'm off the hook.
this just something simple, man. And I was thinking about this on the way here, man. I was thinking because it was a situation. What do women think about this? All right, do you care or do you mind if you're like the guy you're with knows how to fight or not?
Oh yes.
Like
What do you mean?
Oh, she said back in the.
First of all, I'm real like that. Because first of all, I think I'm a very feisty. Yeah, I'm a very aggressive person.
Okay.
Have you ever hit a dude?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she has.
Hey.
No, I can see that.
I'm just saying.
I can 1000%
I don't even want her to lie. I don't even want her to lie.
I can absolutely see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
100%.
Yeah.
So
Why can you see that?
I mean,
Because you look like you punch a nigga in the mouth.
yeah.
Straight up.
Okay.
Which she has, straight up.
I believe it. I believe
I
it.
have.
Yeah.
I can picture the situation and everything. I can like tell the whole story.
I have, but that's the thing though. Like, so I need you to be able to, for one, protect me. I need that to be a thing. I can't be. If you got beat up,
That's embarrassing. We both got
the relationship is over.
And she gonna die that nigga while he's on the ground.
Hey, so this because he.
Okay, it depends on who you get beat up by. though.
Right. I was
It
just about
depends
to
on
say
who you get
that.
beat up by.
Okay.
Here's my
You
thing.
never know, dude.
Yeah, what little dude got like hands?
You might have hands.
He might know some
Wait a
UNC
minute. That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. Here's my
gotta
thing
have
though.
heart.
Here's my thing though.
No,
if you at least can like hold your own, even if you get beat, if you can hold your own, I will still respect you. But if you go and you
so what did you get like knocked out?
I like winners.
We're done.
I feel you.
I can't.
Hey, but what if he like get like first punch just out?
What you mean? Like he got knocked out?
First punch.
First punch.
My whole thing is who started this fight?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Did you
Probably
did
one of
my
y'all.
man? Yeah, that's right.
And if I did, then I need you.
No, that's not starting fights.
Okay.
I'm a little different
so
though. I don't mind a man that can't fight.
So if your man get beat up in front of you, you cool?
I can handle it. Like for real, I can handle
Hey,
it.
what you gonna say to him? Like when y'all get home?
I don't necessarily need a man to totally protect me in the sense like I don't want you to run away from me. I want you to have my back. But if you get beat up, I'm not disconnecting with you. What we about to do is learn how to fight.
I like it. I'm rolling. I
feel like
some people have been in some different situations.
Yeah, that's true.
Still, like I feel like if I get beat up in front of you, I no longer can like kind of check you. So if I be like, sit down, girl, who you talking to? I'll be like, tell them, nigga, you just got knocked out.
You have to be able to maintain a certain respect for a man.
I feel you.
Because to me, it doesn't mean, okay, just because I'm stronger than you, I've been physically stronger than somebody that I've been with before.
Really?
But I still respected them.
How did you know you were physically strong?
Yeah, I'm
curious.
She gave him a hand.
And sometimes you gotta like, no, yeah,
She
what's
put dude on
Or you lock
Let me find out Kim got your
Can't do nothing when you lock him up with the leg.
Let me find out Kim got your
Lock me up with the legs.
I pray to God I
I'm like,
didn't
no, we're having
They might turn into something else.
hilarious.
Like we trying to fight.
Because I feel like I can't get beat up in front of my kids. I cannot get beat up in front of my kids. And I feel like my man could not get beat up in front of me.
But here's
I'm
also
fighting for my life.
for my life.
We gonna jump in, bro.
Okay, but here's my thing.
Hey, you trying to lose a fight, you tell the kids to go to the car.
That's when you gotta fight dirty.
She said fight dirty.
Pop the trunk. Like if you see your dude just getting maxed out of it, pop the trunk. We gotta have
Break up the
Okay,
Clear it out.
as you said, dude he got to be able to fight.
Or
Tiff,
Or she
where you
gone.
at, Tiff?
It depends on the situation.
Yeah,
Like
situation.
I want you to be able to hold your own,
Yeah.
but I also prefer a man who knows how to de-escalate.
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person.
Yeah.
Because that's how I am. I'm like, you know.
Hey, but what if somebody disrespects you? Is he supposed to de-escalate that?
First of all, okay, so here's my thing. What I've always been, I'm not a fighter. And I know I'm not a fighter. But what I got is a good mouthpiece.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you intimidated enough to not want to fight me. I want my man to be able to do the same. I don't want to have to throw hands because people are crazy.
That don't work for me.
But I mean, you have to think about the current climate.
It's a show me state.
People don't have sense.
No,
So it's like, no, I don't want to have to throw down because
Tiff.
you might not make it home.
rolling.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah.
you know, I want you to.
Maturity.
But
Look
if
at
it
the
comes down
maturity.
to it,
Yeah.
I do want you to be able to hold your own.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I don't want
I
you to just
definitely
be
will.
out here
It's a
getting your ass
preference, but
whooped. That's just
I'm not gonna
okay.
faint if you can't fight. But
Yeah.
I will. We're gonna do this thing.
Hey, she gonna take her man to the gym like square up.
Right.
We gonna get this together.
For real.
Right.
Like, what we
real
doing?
talk
Put you
though.
in the ring right quick.
Let's work.
Hey, real talk. This came up. It was a situation that happened at World Parkway years ago where I saw these couples get into it, and it was good. Like, here was a good thing about it. The dude that got beat up, his girl got beat up too. You know what I'm saying? It was cool.
Get beat up together.
So I got beat up as a unit. These niggas got
Some of
beat
us
up.
cannot get beat up.
What is good about that? What is good about
I
that?
can't lose my fight. And she
She
No.
No. We are going to find them, and I'm going to shoot them.
That's what we gotta do.
That's what's going to happen.
Listen.
Bro, I'm talking about
That relationship was
I was like, okay, well, at least, because when I pulled up on a situation, old girl was already on the ground.
Hey, bro, why did you help her? Why you seen our dude didn't have hands? Why did you help that girl?
Hey, listen, first of all, it's not my situation. And I don't get it on people's situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I did feel some type of dude. So, like, when I saw the dude get stolen on, I'm like, okay, well, they both got beat up. That's cool. Like, they both.
There's nothing cool about that.
No, it's better like that.
That relationship is over.
They lost as a unit.
Yeah, that relationship is over.
It's better like
They lost
that.
as a
They
unit.
won one. They lost as one.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Streets.
I really
that's
want to
what's
know
up.
who started that fight, though.
Yeah.
That's a very good
It
question.
was the craziest
Like, for
thing
real.
to
Who
roll up
started that?
on. Like, I rolled up and the chick was on the ground, like, scrambling, trying to get up.
Yikes.
And the dude didn't want to beat the other dude up.
Huh?
And he, she was scrambling, trying to get like this, like she was shaking, trying to get up. And the dude's like, man, get your girl off my girl, man. Get her. He's like, I'm about to, man. Tell her to chill out. And dude must have reached for his girl, like he about to try to make him like get up.
He stole.
He called a piece. He backed up, shook his head. It's like, I'm just saying, man, could you get her up? He got real polite after that. And then
Yeah, with the I'm just saying.
yeah.
Hey, when you
it's
change
over.
your whole mood,
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Whole
No,
community
dude
change.
got real nice. He
Whole
got real
community
polite.
Right.
He
I mean,
got-
they were
he got
both
real
trying to be a
polite.
protector. He
Like,
knew
I'm
he
just
could
saying,
fight.
man, could you please, if
Trying to
you
take him out to
mind-
lunch after that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, that's
too
terrible.
bad.
I
That's
had to
terrible.
learn how to calm down though, because I've been in some situations like a guy that I dated. It was crazy. He was on basketball court and he's like, you know, getting fouled hard, and I'm watching, and I know this is not my place, but you know, you see somebody kind of like do some stuff behind their back, and I ran on the basketball court and
That's
got in his
hilarious.
face like, "What's up? What's up?"
Yikes.
I embarrassed my dude.
Yes, you
for
did.
real.
Yeah, that was
100%.
But yeah,
100%.
I had to learn like how to like really know time and place and let him kind of do his thing. But
No,
you
that's
know,
dope. Yeah, that's dope.
life lessons. You
Life
learn.
lessons,
so you
man.
gotta know when to insert yourself and whatnot. But I'm not gonna let you get jumped. I'm not gonna let
Right.
any of that happen.
Yeah.
But
Ride or die.
that
I like
one little situation, I was like, oh yeah, no, let
My
me
thing
be
is just
big.
know where the piece is at.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm getting beat up too bad, just shoot up in the air so we just clear it out real quick.
Yeah.
And get on out of there.
No, I'm rolling. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
crazy.
I had to let somebody go who
Well, they got beat
kind of
up.
instigated the. He said, "Come to me." Like he called the other party out, and
It didn't work out.
it didn't work out in his favor. And at that point, I was
that
like,
sucks, yo.
I can't.
No, it did. I saw the whole thing.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's-
embarrassing.
If I call you out, I have to know there's a high chance of me winning.
Yo,
there's no
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
You have to.
If I call you out, I don't beat you up before.
Right.
So I already know, like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna get you again.
Exactly. And I'm like, he was trying to be honorable. He was trying to defend my honor, but I'm like, bruh, but you know you can't.
Oh.
You know that ain't your lane, bro.
Yeah,
That
like,
ain't
don't
your
do
lane.
that.
He went from defending honor to getting dumped.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, I can't
That's
do
messed
this.
up.
I can't
That's
do
sad.
this.
That's sad.
That wasn't the only
All
time.
right, so
That's what was
That's
bad.
That's a
hilarious.
good question.
Hey, so we about to move on. Hey, we about to get into speak freely. Who gotta speak freely, man?
I gotta
Who
speak freely.
Okay, go ahead.
Y'all want me to go first?
Yes.
All right.
No judgment zone.
No judgment zone. Thank you.
But we
I
might
need
judge
this.
a little bit.
I
But don't
know,
take it personally.
no.
But don't take it
It's a
personally.
speak
though.
freely.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
man.
judge on a speak freely.
Well, you can, but we just we
But I'm
gonna
gonna
do
need
it
y'all
like,
not to.
Secretly.
yeah,
Secretly, keep
but
it
on
to
the mic
yourself.
secretly.
Secretly.
My guy was ready.
All right, so check this. So you know how like when you're single,
Yeah.
you have these like flings or whatever.
Okay.
Never
That
happened.
might you
I
never
don't
had a
know.
fling?
Yeah, I don't know what a fling.
I don't know what
Define
you-
fling.
You
I'm
alive.
rolling. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
so say you just you kicking it with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what do y'all call it? Skippity paps?
Sure.
It just happens,
What is that?
right? What is
Skippity
that? Context clues,
It does happen.
right?
Okay.
It
It just happened. Okay.
Yeah, it just happens. Like y'all in the mood.
Yeah, the
well,
vibe is
y'all
there.
just vibing.
Yeah,
right?
the vibe is there.
Keep
Or
it
you're
vibe.
not.
No, I'm
The
rolling.
What
alcohol's there.
are you supposed to do?
Whatever.
Like you're not stronger than a good vibe. Like you're not stronger than a good vibe.
Hey, chemistry
A
takes
good
over
vibe is
sometimes.
too strong. Like you
Right.
gotta do what the vibe says.
Right.
I'm just saying, right? So it's
Skibbity
just a
loves it.
casual
Yeah.
fling. There's nothing to it. Like, this ain't about to be a thing.
Boom, boom.
This is what irritates me. So you cool with this person, you talking to this person, and this person decides that they want to hit you up like all the time, like, hey, when you coming through, when you gonna let me get that again, blah blah blah, and it's like,
that's because you did your thing.
But it's annoying. Like, you guys know that that's not the approach.
What is he supposed to do?
Oh, chill. If it happens, it happens. We're not together. This is not a I'm obligated to keep messing with you. That's not that. Like, if it happened once and it happens to happen again, cool. If not, cool. Like, move on. Don't hit me up talking about when you coming back through. That's a turn off. No, that is a turn off.
Who makes the request though? Because like, is it for you to?
Why is there a request?
Like, okay, so if you both are like wanting to like have this episode or this intimate kind of thing with each other, y'all know what it is, like who initiates then? Because if one person is not asking, the other person is asking, then
here's the thing though, if y'all cool, hang out. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
My thing is, don't flat out ask me.
You said like that.
Yeah, I don't want to be hounded like, when you gonna let me get that again? Like, no.
You want the organic skin.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like going out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Go out and let the night go.
So you kind of want to just kind of be cool, like, what you doing tonight? Let's go out and do something.
Or you want to come over and watch this movie. You can make it a Netflix and chill. You can play around, but when you
whoever this dude
out,
was, he doing it wrong.
So you know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Do dudes not know that that's a turn off? Because I'm never gonna give it to you again if you
that dude
do
didn't
that.
know.
That dude
know.
I think some dudes don't
women
care.
too.
I mean, it's been moments I didn't care.
Yeah.
And I'm calling her like, this is what it is. What's up?
Where you at?
Did you get it after that?
Huh?
Did you get it after that?
Yeah.
Well, I would say this. I've never had a good.
I did my thing first time.
I've never had a good burger and then not check and see if I can have that burger again in the same place.
So you just gonna ask.
So let's say,
can I have seconds? That's what you get every week. What's up on the seconds?
Are y'all open? So if they said, this is how you can get that burger today. Okay, cool. We can kick it.
You just ask for seconds.
Let me know when y'all serving burgers again.
But I
let me know when y'all serving burgers.
Let me know when y'all get some burgers on the grill.
Yeah. Like, don't just hit me up like, hey.
So you don't want to meet enough just like it's a sex thing.
That's a turn off. That's so
It's just a turn off.
Like, don't.
If I want you, you'll know. Like, if I want to do it again,
so
you'll know.
So it's cool if you hit him up and say that.
No.
Of course, it's a double standard, and that's fine.
So you call him like, hey, dude, I want that thing.
If we're on that level, then it's cool. But if you just, like I said, if you just happen to be chilling, you had a little fling, we're not on that level yet.
Okay, I feel that.
So after that first initial, and there's nothing else going on.
But it's depending how you did him, and like don't skip it to me like you love me, and then tell me don't call you again.
No, it's not dependent on that.
No,
it's not. It's not.
Like, don't do it.
It's not dependent on that.
Like, we got to be together.
Right.
It's not dependent on that.
No, just don't do it. Just
you
let it
can't
happen.
be here all passionate with me, like.
Hey, this nigga please talk about. Hey, don't hold me.
Don't hold me afterwards.
Hey, tell me to leave. Tell me to go.
The thing is, you probably do, and they still.
What? Kick them out? And
they
still be.
I'm be like, hey.
Again, I'm still gonna ask for that burger.
But I gotta test the water.
I'm not doing it. You're not. If it was good, you gonna ask for that burger.
It's a personality thing, though. Cause like me, I'm just chilling, laid back anyway.
Right.
So I'ma just let it ride.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And then just let it be what it is. Oh yeah,
that's the case. Or
and
create the
works.
opportunity
It works.
if you can. Right.
Nonchalant.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, let's hit up this.
Don't act thirsty.
I'm gonna ask you over.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
the thirst.
Yeah,
Okay, I got it.
I'm gonna answer the door.
I'm a very
Some pajama pants with no drawers on underneath.
We can communicate.
You say you ain't
What females be doing? Little jogging pants on.
With the pajama pants on with no drawers underneath. So when you walk through the door, we watching the movie, but you know what it is.
I know it is, right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
To the side.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Let the little flap hang open a little bit, just like
Flap.
on your pajama pants.
You got on, nigga.
Wait a minute.
You got the flap in the back, nigga. What you got on? Onesie, nigga.
What you think this is, nigga? Hold on, nigga. What this nigga on?
Hey,
nigga, what are you on?
I thought
You wearing a onesie. What are you talking about? You're wearing a onesie onesies to my girls.
I don't own a onesie, first of all.
Bro, why you got a onesie on?
I don't own a onesie.
Okay.
Well, he's still trying to figure out what his flag is.
Y'all know like the zipper part, like the open,
Okay, I thought it was button there.
I was confused.
Yeah, you know what guys got
There's a difference between a button and a
this dude
flap.
talking about he got a flap in the back of his pants.
You said it, not
I
me.
didn't never say that.
We needed clarity.
Oh, yo. I got
We
some
need
clarity.
clarity.
What do you think this is? First of all,
We needed clarity.
Where is your flap? Tell me
We needed clarity.
no, you don't never
Maybe
need
you might need
clarity.
to take a
You
dump.
don't never need
Easy access
clarity.
to the toilet.
You don't never need clarity.
Access to the toilet.
You never need clarity when it
But to
comes to
your
me.
defense, though, there are some onesies with flaps in the back.
There are.
There are.
I don't
Easy
own a
access to
onesie,
take
you
a
know
dump.
that. How do you know that?
Because babies wear them. What do you mean? I've had
It's the
nieces
old
and
school with the
nephews.
little two
And I'm
flaps.
sure they
But
make
that's
grown ones for grown people.
They do. I have one.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, moving on from the onesie. What's up, man?
They
Who else
never
got
have.
Speak Freely? Speak Freely. Where we at?
Listen, man. This is my speak freely.
right,
And this
go
is to the dudes.
All right.
I'm gonna have to talk to these dudes for a minute. You feel me?
I like it.
Because I said something about eyebrows on my status and that kind of went crazy, you
Yeah,
know.
I saw that.
So let me talk to the dudes.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I just said them, I'm sick of them big fake eyebrows.
Okay,
Not like the natural ones are cool.
Me too.
Like you put on a little natural
She
one,
said me too.
said me
cool.
too.
But
My
them
big
ones
face is
that
by
man,
the
when you
way.
can't even see her eye, but that's not my speak for. I ain't gonna even go into it. But to my fellas, I can speak about this because I'm going a little thin on top. That's why I keep it low. You feel me?
Yeah.
But these dudes that's out here, hairline back here, like bro, just let it go. Like it comes a point in time where you got to be real with yourself. Like if you got to spray a half a can of black ice
Yeah, that's
to form your hairline, it's time to let it go. And it's okay. I feel you, bro. I had to come with the ones like, you know what? I can't wear my hair as high as I want to. I got to keep it low. Probably in 2 years, this is all gone.
I give it a year.
A year, maybe. Hey, it might be a year. It might progress faster than what I'm thinking.
Hey,
Bro,
man.
listen, that's why I shaved it.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I'm gonna say this.
Hey, bald niggas is in.
But how
Hey,
long
bald
does it
like
take you
beard,
to let
I mean,
go?
bald
How long
head
does it
people
take
cool.
you to...
But
I'm about
Not
to say
that
you've been
long.
bald as long as
Not
I
that
know.
long.
Yeah,
Like
not
you
that
pretty
long.
much saw it and was like,
Yeah, I
alright.
went to the shop. Hey, my man's was like, hey man, just let it go. I said bet.
Okay.
That was it. It was easy for me.
well, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, you need an honest barber.
One
These
thing
new
I've
little trick or
never.
sorcery barbers with all this little hairpiece.
I know. But one thing I've never done in my entire life is I've never talked about a person's hairline or anything because I can see myself like I'm gonna get emotional
Huh?
with my hair. Like my hairline wants to go.
Cry a little
Like
bit.
you can't tell me just
Cry
let
in
it
the
go.
car.
Like no, that's sensitive to me. Like I
You're
don't,
treating others like
like,
you
I
want
don't-
to be
But
treated.
you're never gonna have that problem.
bro.
But why though?
Like
Why is it so hard for you to let it go?
Los
if it's
loves
gone?
his hair.
because I he's right. Like I love my hair. I like to let it
But if
grow
your
some.
hair
I
doesn't
like
love your
to.
head,
Are you forcing it?
And when I have to come into that realization, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
That's
I
fair.
don't know. Like that's gonna be a tough. Like I might like that's gonna be a
Like
tough
if Los has to ever
transition.
cut all his hair out, he's gonna have to get together before it happens. to
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
celebrate.
throw a party.
see-
I'm gonna throw a party. I'm gonna throw a party.
I'm not
Is
showing
that
up to
like
that
the
damn
women's
party.
equivalent of like losing our edges? Then, like,
But do we lose our
when our
edges?
edges
I will
start
never
to
lose my
thin?
edges.
Like I don't know.
I'm just
because
saying.
I can't
probably.
see
I mean, it's hair
emotion.
loss.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like I
she
can't.
goes some type of way.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
we're
women.
don't care about hair
See,
that much.
Here's the thing with y'all specifically. Y'all have nice beards. So even if you lose the hair
that's
on
what
your
I
head,
mean.
You gotta get
you
Yeah,
can balance
you
it out
Some
with
dudes
your
can't do
beard.
beards. I know a couple.
Exactly, some
Yeah.
can, and if they ever lose the hair on their head, I'm gonna be so
They be
sad
out
for
here trying to
them.
grow
Hey, shout out to
beards.
one of my homies who
Look
had
like
trying to
that
grow
Anthony
his beard
Hamilton
out right
thing.
now. I ain't gonna call your name, but you're doing your
Nah,
thing.
cut him
bro.
out. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I don't do that.
You're doing your thing.
Yeah,
Keep growing.
He got hair though.
Huh?
He got hair
He
though.
does, but you know his beard like when I was chilling, we were chilling the other day. We was at the bar, and he was like, because it's not growing like right here, so it's just like down here. He's like, man, I'm about to cut it off. I'm like, man, be
Nah, you
patient,
gotta let
bro.
it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
connecting.
It ain't like the Anthony Hamilton.
He just like right
now.
there.
God, that's
no
so
Patch
nasty.
Adams.
Oh,
John.
that's so nasty.
I was like, man, give it time, bro.
Yeah,
Give
he
it
be
time.
alright. He be
All right.
I'm just, I don't know. I just know that's going to be.
It depends. Like, wait.
All right, wait. We ain't about to talk about my homie. Shout out to my boy, man. Keep
Okay.
running,
I'm
man.
just saying.
Shout out to him.
I didn't know. I really didn't know that was like a big
Like,
deal.
I don't know. Like, I'd never want that to happen.
That's
I don't.
crazy. That's
I'm just
crazy.
like I just get tired of like when I see like this the black ice or like when I just see a dude and his hairline is just way back here and he's still definitely when they
Still
grow it out
holding
where it's
on,
all
yeah.
on. It's just
My
like,
thing is, it looks fake
Oh my
though.
God.
It does.
Like it looks fake.
It looks like a
because
Sharpie.
You know
Absolutely.
how hairlines are because you see hairlines your whole life,
100%.
and you can spot a fake
it looks
hairline. You
ridiculous.
can spot that.
I
mug.
know.
It looks
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's
And plus, if you go on a date with a chick and y'all like really chilling, bro, the first thing she's gonna do is rub her hands.
And she gonna have it
Through
all on
your
her hands.
beard.
Oh, it's gonna be Sharpie
First
all
of
on
all,
her
you
hands.
can-
Sharpie all on her hands.
you go to sleep on her pillow, you wake up, you don't
Oh.
hear
Dang. Hairline smear?
you can't even sweat. You scared.
Okay, but isn't it the same with females?
You
though?
scared to sweat.
It's the same with women.
But I would say it's
asking like, what is that? What is the equivalent for us? Like,
Eyebrows.
That's the same. Our whole face comes off.
No, but see,
Mine
hope,
doesn't.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
you're the
Sorry.
like
It
Tiff is
can,
an
though.
exception out here.
Right,
I'm
but
just
it
saying,
can
I
though. Our
rarely
hair
wear
comes
makeup.
off. Like everything can come off.
No, but
so,
like I was talking to this girl one time, and this before I like knew how the whole makeup game really worked. So I wasn't, accustomed to how these things work. So I just thought she had nice eyebrows.
Oh,
So I
she
stayed-
hit you with the
That girl was
ball.
an artist.
I stayed the night over there one night, so she do what y'all women do at night, take and clean your face off.
Yeah.
Baby girl walked in the room.
ain't got no
Looking like
I said, hey. I said, what you doing?
what you doing.
I said, what you doing? She like, what? I said, where your eyebrows?
Oh dang.
She's like, I just wiped them out. I said, you gonna put them back on.
And that's when that relationship ended.
Yeah.
Right there. That was the
You
point.
gonna
It
put
ended.
them back on.
Yeah. See, I don't play
I'm not trying to talk to you
I'm
now,
good
bro.
with makeup. I love it, but it's not a crutch
It was
for
just
me.
weird.
Like I don't.
It should
I don't.
enhance,
yeah.
not-
Yeah,
Right.
it should
It
not
should enhance.
completely
Right.
transform
Yeah.
where when you walk back in the room, your dude don't recognize you. That's
Right.
the kind of makeup that I do not support at all.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
feel
mean, but either way, I
Artistic,
feel like people
yeah,
should do
artistic
whatever
expression.
makes them feel good
Yeah.
I
at
feel
the
that.
time.
I feel
and
that.
I feel like it shouldn't be any different for men. Like if that's
Okay.
what makes you feel good,
I just don't.
I see
know
what
when
you're
we
saying.
talking
you know what I'm saying? Like
it's
it's
not
not
a
that's a double standard.
No,
It's still
because
weird,
I'm
but I
going
see
to
what you're saying.
I mean, I think it's weird because it's not like normal to y'all. It's not the norm. You know what I'm saying?
Top that
But
got
should it be?
shaved down to fall in the bed because you over
What was
here
the question?
Should it be?
Should what be?
Men in their hair pieces, because it's a fad right now. I've
Yeah, it
seen
really
a
is.
bunch of videos with these guys getting these
But it's still frowned
blue
upon.
ends.
It's not as acceptable as women would.
It's not.
But should it be? That's my question.
No.
Should it be?
Is that because you
I'm
don't
gonna
do
tell
it?
you like this.
No.
I just say get the
Because
best version.
if Lo start
No.
losing his hair, he might have to do the black
Los
side.
might do it.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? He might just
Hey,
do
Los
it.
might get a lace front. Los might get a lace front.
The reason why I wouldn't do it is because
Your boys are
the
clowning.
embarrassment
Right.
of someone
No.
calling
If you
somebody
do it
out.
now,
Listen.
if you do it now,
I would not
before we
judge you.
realize,
Yeah,
I'll
right.
judge that nigga so much.
Right.
Hey,
Oh, he
bro.
might clown
Hey,
you.
They
It's
got
like, it's like, I
Hey.
couldn't look at my dudes in the face. I couldn't look at them. Like if they was to find out, like see me in the barber shop one day, just come up and somebody got some glue and they put it on.
right.
I would leave. I would walk out.
Like,
Nah, I
like
wouldn't
your
do it like
barber's
that,
not going
man.
to let you do this.
100%.
But I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some that look really good.
Yeah, I've seen some
Yeah, me
nice
too.
ones.
Like,
I've seen some
They're
nice
real
ones.
supposed to look good because it's
I can't-
fake.
I can't
Fake
bring-
things look
But
good.
no,
Not all.
everybody
Not
don't
all.
think they look good.
There's levels to wigs. It's like,
That's not true.
like all
Yeah.
fake things don't look good.
No,
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I know
it's
what you're
like,
saying.
like it's
A lot of fake
drawn
things look
on,
good.
like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah. That
professionally
perfection.
shaped
I feel you.
Yeah.
to look
100%.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
B, let me know.
Let you know what.
Like when it's time to just let it go.
I told you to just cut it off last year. What are you
But you
talking
told me
about?
to wait because
No,
you said it was
no,
winter.
no.
Or
I
somebody,
said-
you said it
Oh
had
yeah,
like,
I said wait.
yeah.
Listen, once the sun come out,
Let it go.
Wait,
just
let
shave
me
it,
see.
bro.
Thank you. No. This is what happened.
Once the sun come out, just shave it. I had to go through the winter slump and had the bright head.
Yeah,
and
see,
like the
yeah.
dark.
Thank you
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
wisdom.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Cool.
I got
I'm
you.
gonna let it go.
I got you.
Side
Hey,
note,
bro.
why is this like? Why I feel like this couch is like high? Like I feel like I gotta lean forward for my legs to touch the ground.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you
His
feedback.
You know what? Just go to the next one. Go to the next one.
If we do this again, let me get the chair.
Listen, you can't say something like that after having an episode saying you got to have a step stool.
I didn't say I had to have a step stool. Lo suggested that I get a step stool.
No, I said I'm going to buy you a step stool for your birthday.
You're not, bro. If you buy me a step stool for my birthday, we fighting, bro.
Bro,
I'll let you know, like hands on.
Guarantee without 100% certainty that on your birthday you have a step stool coming your way. I promise you I'm gonna buy it.
Hey, just don't use it in front of me. Just don't use it in front of me.
I'm not using it, period.
I'm gonna kick it right up from under you. I'm gonna kick it right up under you.
Like, I stood on my own counter to reach something the other day. I'm not stepping on no step stool.
Hey, what about Paris? At the job, she does like the embroidery stuff. I'm gonna have her give you the design. I'm gonna be bumping, yo.
Wow.
Please
I'm
go.
for real though.
Please
For real, it's
move.
gonna happen though.
Hey, please
go.
do it.
Yeah, no, please move.
Yeah, do it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 2-nigga podcast.
Well, at least you have a step stool you need. All right, moving on.
Come out gifted.
All right, man, what's up, man? We speaking freely or we got is she rolling?
Is she rolling?
That's hilarious, dude.
Where we at? Who's
got an
speaking
issue
freely?
I ain't got nothing.
All right, so we don't
I got an issue rolling.
I don't got
rolling?
to Well, I don't know.
Is you rolling? Is you
Hey, did you
rolling?
get that in there last
Is you
time?
rolling?
I did.
I'm pulling up.
I
You put it
did.
on the episode?
On the last one.
I don't listen to the
He
podcast.
did.
He did.
Yeah.
you not gonna listen to y'all?
See?
I don't listen to
He
the
never
podcast.
listens to it. He never goes back.
Okay.
Okay.
I hate the way I sound on podcasts.
I get that.
I hate my voice, so I never listen to it. All right, so here we go. I got
You
one.
want to talk about that? Like, you need a session?
I gotta sometimes I've learned to ignore people, and I'm learning every day. Good luck. I gotta thank the Lord because I don't like him. All right, here we go. I was thinking about this. Like I was thinking of a lot of things on my way here.
That's why you
That what took you so long, right?
No, I was
Damn, just
at
put them out
work.
there, huh?
So late.
I work.
It's always the person that sends you out the times.
Right.
That'd be like.
Well,
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Is you
All
wrong?
right, here we go.
Is you wrong? Ignore.
Man,
Maybe you
I
learned
saw
it.
this thing on Facebook, and I was very intrigued by it. And I tried to say, would I do that? Like, would I be involved in that? And it was this chick, and she had 2 boyfriends, and she had like a main boyfriend that like he knew like he was the main guy. And then she had like another boyfriend that was kind of like he's the second boyfriend, but he kind of knew that he was the second boyfriend, and they just kind of coexist. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, like it kind of seems like the second boyfriend kind of got it made a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like he doesn't have to do a lot of stuff the first boyfriend has to do. And I was thinking to myself, would I
Be a side.
Be the second
be
boyfriend?
a second boyfriend? And the chick, she was just talking like
So is he
it was
considered
her
a side
idea.
nigga?
That's
Is he considered
She was
a
like
side
saying like it was
He's
her
trying to make
idea.
this
Second
sound all
boyfriend
like
considered a side nigga?
No.
Second boy- is he a side nigga?
No, it's different. It's more than that.
Like,
Like, he
he's
ain't a side. She's not
He's not a side nigga because other dude knows
Because
about
they
him?
know.
Yeah,
they're all in a relationship
coexisting,
together.
right.
and they
Yeah.
So
coexisted.
the dudes
And
hang
like,
out there with each other?
So
They
it's
was like-
it's the opposite of polygamy.
like the thing is, it's not
Polyamorous?
a
Polyamorous
three
is
people
different.
thing.
What is that?
It's like when it's them two, it's
Everybody
them
got
two.
multiple partners.
When it's
Okay,
the
that's
dude,
one of them.
yeah. So
Together,
they're not like
They poly
they're not
something.
all going bowling or something all together.
That might be a good time though.
I mean, cool. I
He
mean,
can go
I go bowling.
Oh.
So she's one-on-one and with
Yeah, well, she's
both
one
of
on one.
them.
So
Okay.
my thing is, my question is, like, would y'all roll with something like that?
Are you rolling?
Are you?
Am I rolling? Here's the thing. I have, and I thought about this. I have to have zero feelings for the female for me to roll with that. So like my feelings can't be like tied up into it
But you're
because
a boyfriend.
then, but see, she gave that title. I didn't get it.
So you don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't.
he ain't rolling.
as long as you're not
I don't really got to
Yeah, he ain't
adhere
wrong.
to it. But what I'm saying is like I think there are certain aspects of it that I can roll with.
Okay.
But I don't know if I could be completely a second boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But there are certain aspects of that.
I feel weird speaking on this topic because I do have a whole man.
Yeah.
But
hypothetically,
like, well, okay, so like if I was not
Yeah.
programmed the way that I'm programmed, and like I feel like monogamy is the way to go, I would probably do that. I would probably, because I feel like you can't be everything to everybody, or you can't be everything to just one person. And I feel like, I would probably have.
Okay. So
I would be cool with that.
So would there be would there be a tier to it? Like, would you have like a tier like
this is my main boyfriend and this is my second boyfriend?
Yeah. And like second boyfriend, like the second boyfriend have first boyfriend.
I mean,
privileges?
I would probably have to figure out what aspect of my life this person and what aspect of my life this person fulfills. Yeah. And I would just, go accordingly. It would just happen like that.
I definitely have levels. I definitely got to have a main.
So you rolling.
Okay, so is your question, am I rolling with having two boyfriends, or is your question, would I roll with being a side chick?
Okay. Would you roll
second girlfriend?
Is there a difference with what you're asking though? Because you're saying a side chick. This scenario isn't a side anything.
That's why I said second girlfriend.
Yeah. Would you, like, in this scenario, would you be that girl
to have two boyfriends?
Number two.
Would you be the second? So would you be the never.
If my boyfriend was cool with it, hell yeah.
I mean, I feel like why not?
Right.
If you can connect with more than one person and y'all vibe and y'all legit.
Okay, so follow up. Are you okay with with feelings involved in it though? Like,
your feelings are going to be involved, regardless if you try to say that they're not. There are going to be some feelings.
Is he cool to have a second girlfriend in that scenario?
Okay, so that's a different question.
It's a party.
Right, because so that is polyamory, and I'm not against it, but because we've been, like Ashley said, programmed. You have to get over your insecurities and I'm a very territorial person, like very extremely territorial. So if my man, we both gonna have to vibe with this chick. Yeah. It can't just be a him and her thing.
100%. Oh, okay. We all doing this together.
Yeah, we doing this together. That's the only way he would be able to have another chick.
Yeah. We have to be real cool.
Yes,
I mean,
but I think it's just because y'all program. But if you
no, that's not what I'm having. It's just best I say nothing. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So I get that. I think that it's one of those things that, like, of course, everybody think about monogamy and everything. That's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm for monogamy too, so don't.
Yeah, I like monogamy.
I just like the aspects of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like somebody fix you a plate. You didn't ask for the plate, but somebody fix you a plate. You just eat what you want off the plate.
Yeah.
You just throw the rest of it away.
Okay, now when you put it that way, it's like,
I can honestly, like, emotionally handle it. Like, there have been times where people say that they can disconnect or separate.
Yeah.
Like, but how do you cap when you're like literally having an exchange with people? I can't share this with you, or I don't, like, life just happens. So to be able to selectively pick what you want to share with a person, and then
I'm very good at that.
See, I'm not. So
but it's
I know
communication.
You mean like you would share everything?
I catch feelings though. I ain't gonna front you.
I
would have to cap it.
Experience it all.
I would have to cap it I would have to cap it for a certain time, because I know me. If we just doing all this stuff together and stuff, I'm gonna catch some feelings for you.
Yeah, and if I catch feelings for you, I want you to be 100% happy.
But I mean, if you go into it knowing. That's why you have to go into it with a different mindset. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in that mindset. I wouldn't be able to do it like now in this lifetime.
You rolling? My whole thing is, like, if you want to do that, then why even have a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
So you're not rolling.
Why not?
I mean, not because I know my feelings will get caught up. So
because it's just labels. It's just like two people that you connect with.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
you
so I'm
connect
saying-
with this person and you connect with this person and you
Yeah.
guys let each other be
Keep it, I would
free.
keep it
Right,
dating.
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna be my girl.
Yeah, that's
We
a lot
gonna
of
date. We
emotions.
gonna have sex. We gonna watch movies.
Yeah.
We gonna play games, and that's it.
That's gonna be your
We
girl.
gonna play games.
No, she will not be my girl.
But that will be your girl.
Maybe in her mind.
No.
Like
it's
I'll
just
put it
gonna
this
be
way.
without the title.
I'll put
I
it
don't
this
think you
way.
give all-
Because I think when you
Like,
have a quote unquote girl or a dude, the intent is to get to something more like marriage.
You can still get that.
But if I'm having that kind of situation with somebody, that's not what I would want.
He's not rolling.
That's not.
Yeah, that's
right.
not what I
he's
would
not.
want.
Yeah, and I get
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I get that
I feel
completely.
that. So humble,
Yeah,
not
I ain't having
rolling, rolling.
No, I ain't rolling.
You don't know. You don't know.
Not rolling.
Skipping Rece.
Me, I like certain. I'm not rolling.
I think we all like certain aspects
Yeah,
of it.
right,
You
right.
handle
So
the aspects.
my
of it.
escape is my out
just like,
is
I
trying
don't
to say I'm rolling. Is saying the aspects, but I'm not rolling. But you know what I'm saying?
Just say you ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
But
rolling.
I want to say I'm rolling, but I'm not. I'm not.
Because
I'm not
you can't do
rolling.
it in. Because I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it like. I wouldn't be able to for real in real life do this. Like I wouldn't.
Have two boyfriends?
Yeah, like not in this lifetime. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Why you so distraught about it? Why are you so distraught
But I
about
mean,
it?
I'm monogamous. Like right now, I'm monogamous, and I like that
and I don't
life.
have
You know what
anything
I'm
in my
saying?
day.
I had to,
But
bro.
I
don't
can
have
wrap
any
my
of my
mind
days.
around
It was
it.
drained, right? Because
No.
I was drained
I
trying
handled it quite
to
well.
juggle two people before.
But that's
Oh, yeah,
but that's
see, I
not what
get
you
it.
have to
I'm
lie.
not-
It's a different.
I'm
You
not
don't have
into
to
that, bro.
lie.
I
Yeah,
ain't
you
doing
shouldn't have
that.
to
When
lie
you
about
don't have
it.
to lie.
No, it wasn't a lie. I'm talking about, and it wasn't even sexual. It was me trying to date two people and get to know them at the same time. I was
Nah,
overwhelmed.
I feel that. Yeah, nah,
Okay,
I feel
but
that.
that's
I
the
was
thing.
like,
I
That's
had
the
literally
thing.
said that.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Okay, so
100%.
what y'all gotta put in your mind is that you have a main. You already know this person. You're not getting to know and getting to know this second person. You and this person, y'all good. This second person comes around and you like, oh shoot, I'm vibing with them. I still love this person. I still want this person around. Me and this person still gonna do what we do. But I'm about to holler at this person. We're gonna see what we do. That's where y'all mixing up. It's not I'm dating two people, I don't know neither one of them, and I'm going to, because that is draining. I don't have
Just
enough
roll.
of attention
See,
span.
She
But
really
I'm just saying.
Right, right,
Hey, what's up?
I'm like, I can't do that.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, like you have to know it's a lot.
Yeah, I'm not rolling.
It's a lot of work in it.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
I'm
It
good.
is, and it's constant communication.
I'm
But
tired
if I get a
thinking
man
about
that
it.
is down
Yeah,
for
I
it,
can't roll.
And it's like
I'm emotionally,
Yeah.
mentally tired.
Yeah,
just
but you
thinking
would have to
about it.
like unlearn
Like, I need a nap right
everything
now.
that you know
Because
about how relationships are supposed to be.
I don't like being
and all
ignored
this
and
about,
rejected.
you know.
So if I call and she like, well, I'm with my main guy tonight.
No, you will know your day to call.
Yeah, for real.
like
If she know what she doing,
I
that's it.
gotta have a day.
Nah, you gonna be on the schedule. Nah, you gonna be on the schedule.
Like, nah.
you
Bro,
have to
if
have
it's-
that.
if
You
you
get tired of that.
Oh, you on the schedule.
I'm on the
100%.
schedule.
You
on
better
the
call
schedule.
on Thursday.
It is
You already know
constant
what's happening.
communication. Constant
So she
communication.
go like, bro, it's Thursday. Why you calling me?
Right, right.
Yeah, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
But I mean, people do it anyway. Like, you have friends that may have significant others, and you know you can't really just reach out to them freely. It's kind of the same way. I have friends like that. I'm like, and it's not anything on them. It's just I don't want to potentially cause a problem if like your significant other has an issue.
I feel
So I will
Yeah,
be
I
like,
can feel that.
I either hit you up when I know you at work, or I'll let you hit me up. And it don't even have to be nothing like,
I feel that.
wrong.
All right, we good.
Anybody else got an issue rolling?
Is you rolling? Anybody else?
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Alright.
So, okay, we know.
I'm not rolling.
No. You're not rolling already. You already know. You already know what I'm about to. Okay, so we know social media is like a huge part of our lives now, and it hasn't always been. And I know, like back
Black
in the
Planet.
day, when you had a girl, all that pertains to her was like yours. Keep your eyes off of mine. That's mine. That's me right there, right?
Yeah.
But now we got women, wives, like kind of displaying full body parts and like, showing a lot of what they working with, and men, with they different pictures and visuals. Aisha Curry, Steph Curry on the beach licking each other's faces and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Are you rolling with that? Like, or would you be comfortable? Are you mature enough to have your wife or whatever do what what she feels on social media and not have this territorial thing? Or are you more on some, I want to keep those things to me because you're my wife and nobody else is to see those? I want to know y'all takes on it. Is it uncomfortable for you?
I'm gonna say I'm not mature in that area, I guess. Because here's my thing. I'm always looking for the why in it. Why do you have to put your butt on Facebook like that? Now, are you some type of aspiring Facebook model? You trying to get your followers up on IG so you can get some bread behind? What's the thought behind it? And my thing is, I want you to understand that the pictures that you putting on, my dudes see that, my family see that, and they see me seeing that, and they know I've seen them see it. You see what I'm saying? So my girl, I had a half naked picture. She got breasts hanging out, and then Rece liked the picture.
I would never like it.
I know.
That would never happen.
That would never happen with none of us.
Never. Ever.
But here's the thing, though. She's setting up a scenario for it to happen.
But see, in that particular picture, they were together and with
the
together.
Steph,
is that the same?
With the Steph, whatever her name is, his wife. Aisha.
I always miss it. I thought it was Aisha.
Yeah, I kind of always miss it. That's why I'm like, but with the Currys,
yes,
that didn't bother me. Like if I'm with you, we on the beach, we kicking it, and somebody take a picture. Like I don't care about all of that. And my thing is, how were you before we got together? If this is what you was doing before, I can't expect you to be different.
That's mature. That's very mature.
Now that we together, I can't. If that's what attracted me to you, I can't be like, now I got you. Like, no, girl, you gotta stop all that. Like, no, that's who you was.
Stay relax on them.
Yeah, that's who you was before I met you. So I wouldn't, particularly go after somebody that's doing all of that. And then if she just start doing it now that we're together, now we do have a problem.
Right.
But for like, if you're a couple, you're on the beach chilling like they was on vacation, he just picked. I think I seen a picture of him picking up.
Yeah.
Like that don't bother me at all.
Yeah, I didn't. Just real quick, I didn't have a problem like the picture you picked her up and it was like kiss or whatever. I didn't have a problem with that. My problem is when you like for instance, when you take a picture that's kind of out there. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there. Right. So my thing is like when you know that it's out there and you put it on there. I think that's what my
Yeah.
What do y'all feel about your guys and they chest and all that stuff? Like, are you territorial over that? Like, I mean, because nobody's blind, but
I think dudes can get away with it.
Yeah, I think it's a double standard.
Now, if you rolling around and you showing that print.
With the gray sweat, the print.
Yeah, we might have to have a discussion on that.
Because it's the same thing. Like, why? You trying to get attention? Like, what are you doing?
I can't help it.
You cannot post that picture. You can vlog.
Yeah.
You better vlog.
Yeah.
And see, that be the thing.
Right.
Y'all be
right.
No, and you just
post the picture blindly. You didn't look at it.
You bought the gray sweats, baby. I just put them on.
That's lingerie. That's
I put them on. I had to run to the grocery store. I was like, I'll fly. Took a picture. Dang, there it is.
And you didn't notice?
You gonna notice that.
The game is notorious.
If you say you can't help it, you gonna notice.
I didn't notice. I'm just used to it being there.
You gonna notice it, and I'm done with him.
This nigga just talking because he was near post that picture.
I would never post that picture.
Hey, why is it gray sweats though? Why can't it be like
the gray shows
like red
or
very
light
green
color?
No,
I mean,
like orange.
Yeah, I like orange.
Who got orange?
Because the brightness kind of draws you away from it.
You know what? I don't want to get into the breakdown of gray sweats.
You did ask.
Well, it was just like a real quick, like, because they're gray and I like gray.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't want like details.
Pick out his wardrobe.
Yeah.
No deets.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm not.
Do y'all like pictures like that?
No.
Like, do y'all see a dude and he got a gray sweat picture? Y'all like?
I think it's thirsty.
I think it is too.
It's thirsty.
I think it depends on.
So you hit like.
I'm just saying, it depends on what page.
I don't care how attractive you are. If I see you like with the intention,
if he's a model,
I feel that.
I feel
that.
That's what he said.
I feel that, Brittany, because it's the same way with like women. Like you looking for attention.
Yeah. So that lets me know that you probably got some little things you're thinking about in your life. You know, therapy is needed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, so y'all don't be liking those pictures?
I'm okay with
y'all
that.
don't like those
models,
pictures?
okay, but I also think that models could be thirsty too, though. Like
with the booty pictures, the girls that got their breasts out and their booty out.
So there's
their profession is attention.
No, I understand, but like when you come to like social media,
I just keep scrolling.
You look at them, you feel some type of way.
What's styled and what's like.
Okay, you don't want to see people seeing you like it, because we can see it.
Like if I'm a model, I post it because I won't like.
Keep scrolling.
I need those likes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post a picture that's gonna give me those likes.
Yeah, you start to kind of like want them.
Honestly, it just depends
but
on.
we all want likes in life.
Yeah, I don't care about.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
So here's my thing. It depends on how tacky.
That's gonna get them right there.
How tacky it is.
Okay, tacky.
Because you can post a chick can post a sexy picture to where she's showing stuff, but she's not showing too much. Or a guy can post a picture with the print, but he's doing it. Not so.
It's
accidental.
Yeah.
It ain't accidental, but it's sexy as opposed to raunchy.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
There's definitely a difference.
There's definitely a line between sex and
yes.
Like there's definitely
sometimes women just have a sex appeal that's just there.
Yeah.
And they can be fully clothed and it's still just sexy.
100%.
There,
Yeah.
Or they can be halfway clothed and it's
Still just like,
you know, but it's not
my mind.
It's not Kim Kardashian.
Nice and grown.
Yeah.
It's going there.
I'm just saying.
That's good stuff.
I'm just saying.
All right, so we got. So
You're not rolling.
I'm not rolling.
I'm not rolling.
You're not rolling?
Not if she's
I'm
my
not
lady.
rolling.
Like, nah, like baby girl, chill
Tiffany
out.
rolling.
Yeah,
But if we on the beach and we together,
Tiff is rolling.
if we on the beach and we together, we both just on, and that's what we like.
Yeah.
You're on a, you know, that's what you're there. Like you're.
I'm not
undressed.
rolling with my man doing it.
Like I'm talking about. So we in the picture together.
Yeah, if we're in a picture together and it's innocent, I thought the Curry's picture was innocent.
I thought it was too.
It was cute too, but a lot of people was like,
Yeah, that was
because they're the Currys and they're all, you know,
They can't take their clothes off.
I'm like, wait.
Like, you know, but she got 3 babies, so we know they getting down.
Right.
Right.
Like I ain't never seen like y'all can't take y'all clothes off on the beach.
marriage bed is undefined.
That's what's wrong with y'all.
What's up? You rolling, Ash?
Nah. I mean, I don't want my man on social media trying to do it for the gram.
Yeah.
You can only keep flexing for me. That's about it.
Yeah.
What's up, Humble?
Nah, I'm good.
You not rolling?
Yeah.
I feel it. What's
Anybody
up,
else got
man?
an issue rolling?
Are we ready to get into this topic?
Yeah, we ready to
No,
get
we
into
get
topic.
to
I think that was a
we
great
get to the
segue.
main. Yeah, we get to the
Main topic.
Hey, man.
We've been going on almost an hour.
Hey, man. I'm going to tell y'all, listen.
Y'all talk a lot.
This topic was it was something that was brought up on Facebook. Like somebody posted it, right? And then when they posted it, it was like it was the consensus of it where like I was like calling out BS, you know what I'm saying? But then I wanted to say, man, let me just really see what people, because like, you know, you just on Facebook, you just see stats. I want to see what people really think about this. So the title, here's the thing. It says, she'll submit naturally if you lead properly.
The key word is naturally.
She will submit
That's the key word.
naturally if you lead properly. That's
I got something to say.
okay. So
Let's start with the women.
So
do you want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
Women.
Let's start off with let's start off with Ash. Man.
Dang me.
Yes, please.
I want to hear what
I want to start with Ash. Yep. What like when you read that, what do you think?
Okay. Let me tell y'all though, just so y'all know, I despise the word submit.
Okay.
I just don't feel like it should be used in relationships, in marriages. Like I don't like it because I feel like, well, first of all, the definition is to like yield to your superior or an authority figure. So I'm not submitting to anything naturally, because that's not naturally who I am.
Okay.
But I mean, I did want to ask the guys though, before I even give you my take on it, what does submit look like to you? Like what is that?
Let's pull up Webster here.
Pull up Webster.
I was not expecting that question.
Pull up good old
Why don't pull up Webster? Don't help.
Do
Why don't
it.
pull up Webster?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is it?
No. Okay. Could you answer? Say the question one more time.
Like, what is it to submit? What is your woman? Sorry,
It's all right.
I was chewing ice.
No, you good.
What does your woman submitting to you look like? What is that?
What does that
What
look
is
like,
your-
Los? Talk,
That's
sir.
a good question.
What does it look like?
I gotta answer. You go ahead, Los.
All right. What does it look like? It looks like a woman who recognizes.
That's a good word.
It looks like a woman that recognizes the authority.
Oh yeah. Oh. Careful.
It looks like a woman that recognizes the position.
Careful.
Okay.
And,
Position's a good
I
word.
like position words.
and a woman that recognizes the place I am in their life.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is the position I am there for a reason,
Okay.
and I am in
Bring it
place for a
around.
rean.
Oh yeah.
So
Good with this.
and so
you
you know what I'm saying, and so I have taken up on that role in that position.
Like
And
you
in that
chose me.
position, I am not saying I am over you.
Mm-hmm.
It is
It's
a working partnership.
Hey man, talk that submission stuff.
But
Talk that submission-ish.
what the thing over is, as a man, I am
As a man.
as a man.
Don't make it worse.
I know. As
He's
a man,
trying
I feel like I feel like I'll be in
Talk.
place and put to make decisions.
Oh yeah. Talk
and
about
and
them
to make decisions that is best for us in the households.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think the thing of it is, people look at it as wrong. It's like, no, you're making decisions like you're the boss of it. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do right, every decision I make has you in mind. So
Okay.
I'm not trying to
good.
say.
That's good.
So I'm not
That's
trying to say that. Oh, I made this decision because I'm an authority figure. No, when I made this decision, I say, I know Ashley gonna trip. I know she gonna. I know she gonna yell at me. I know she gonna do this. But in 3 months, Ashley gonna come to me and be like, you know what? I understand why you did that 3 months ago and why you went ahead and paid off that car bill.
Okay, see that.
And so here's the thing.
Wrap it up.
If you want to do something, right,
Okay.
and I want to do something, and there are two different things, it has to be done. So run
that back.
So for instance,
What has to be done?
so for instance, you want to pay off a bill. I don't want to pay off the bill. You know what I'm saying? I want to pay something on the bill. It has to be, something has to be done.
A decision
with this
has to be
bill.
made.
A decision has to be made.
Thank you, B.
A decision has to be made. So I am going to make a decision. If we can't agree on it, a decision has to be made, and I'm going to make that decision because I feel like that's the best way forward. Now, I understand that there may be a problem with it.
Is you rolling? I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
Listen. And I'm good with that. But know that I'm making that decision with you in mind. Because I know it's the best for the household.
Do you though?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm
Know or believe or
Yeah.
feel.
You feel.
I know.
feel.
I know what's. I know that's the best for the household.
But do you though?
At the time you're making the
because-
And she
decision.
doesn't know.
Because I'll take
Yeah,
it
she
all that
doesn't
into
know.
account. I'm not saying. See, here's the thing. I'm not saying that just because I know a person doesn't
We're about
know.
to lose all our women.
I'm just saying I know.
all our women follow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I know. I'm
Y'all
not saying
taking
you don't
their
know.
thumbs
I'm
up.
just saying, I know.
We are like,
I'm about to get
a decision has to
all
be
5
made,
ratings
though.
gone.
but okay.
Okay.
So to be fair,
Yes, ma'am.
that is submit.
Okay.
That is your woman
Okay.
submitting to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
In the definition of submission.
Exactly.
In the actual
Exactly.
I got
definition
Webster.
of
Yeah.
submission.
I got Webster.
Okay,
Read Webster.
what
I got
does
my
Webster
view.
say?
Let me know, you know.
Let's just say that Ashley was pretty on point. Number 1 says, accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person. Definition number 2, subject to a particular process, okay,
Subject.
treatment, or
Alright.
condition.
There we go. That's the definition.
Now,
That's where the problem lies.
So here's my.
That's so crazy to me.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
okay, because as a married woman, I don't look at submission as a form of weakness or yield. I
Right.
know my strengths. I
Talk,
know what
ma'am.
I bring to the table.
Talk, ma'am.
And so, like, I trust my husband to make the best decisions.
You what?
For
You want your
us.
husband?
I trust
You
him.
trust him.
So I don't expect for him to abuse me,
Oh.
to
Right.
do like anything that will put our family in jeopardy. And there's been times where I've submitted to him because of the commitment and vows that I made to him. Even when we differ, you know, because the weight falls on him as the leader of the house. Like, we want men to protect us, but then we like almost selectively say, well, I want you to protect me, but I don't want to do this for you. But I want, and I don't think you two should pick and choose what you want to do in these scenarios, because like for me, we're submitting in all different ways of life. We go on
Right.
a job and we follow rules, policies, this, that, and the other. We're submitting to the things that they say. But when it comes to our men and how we're supposed to uphold them and how we're supposed to support them in some of the biggest decisions in our lives, we're like, oh no, submit. No, I can't do that. But you want them to protect you, have sex with you, love you, you know, take care of the kids, do all of that stuff. Like, and I think it's very selective. So for me, I'm not saying, okay, you know, that I'm less than him. Like, I would never submit to somebody or like even align with somebody who I didn't feel like appreciated me.
Yeah.
But I just I don't see what the big deal is when it comes to women like stepping away from.
So here's my
dynamic.
thing. Here's my
That's good
take
stuff.
on it.
That's good
Because
stuff.
you are a married woman, it's gonna be a lot different for you.
Yeah.
So, but what you said is, you know, your strengths.
Yeah.
So I think where, especially this generation, where people just kind of lose it, is that men come in, it's not all. Some men come in thinking they're automatically supposed to run it. And it's like, no, communication is key.
Okay.
If I'm good at paying the bills, if I'm good at handling my money,
please.
no, I'm rolling.
let me do that.
I'm
If
rolling.
you're
I'm
better
rolling.
at
Your
it,
strengths.
I'm gonna let you do that.
rolling.
Like,
I
it's
like
give and
that.
take in every relationship. Period.
I like that.
My thing though, my
go.
issue, and I'm not gonna lie.
grown out here.
No, like
About to go left.
I'm not gonna lie. My issue is because I'm a single parent and I've been a single parent for 15 years. So anytime a man comes into my life, I run my household.
Absolutely.
Period.
Okay.
I run, and I'm always on the make sure my kids are taken care of. So I can't. So it's hard for me. Not that I don't want to quote unquote naturally submit, but it's harder for me because I'm constantly thinking everything I have to do, I have to make sure my kids are good. So if you make a decision and I question it, I'm questioning it because how's it going to affect my kids? And though I'm supposed to trust you, it's gonna take longer. Right. So even if you are leading as you're supposed to, for me personally, and I know this for a lot of single parents, single women, single mothers out there, it's the same way. Like, it's just harder to quote unquote submit.
And for me, I was a single parent before I got married to Kevin, and so I understand like some of the reservations that
Shout
you
out
have.
Kev.
Like, it's in you. Like you do have reservations about things. You've always been in control. You've always, you know, and when we came together, we just had differences of opinions of how things should be done in a household. Period. Like, he thought orange juice was a breakfast drink only, and I was like, I'm not participating. We drink what we want to drink.
Right.
But I we had to compromise on what was important to us. And so I understand like your reservations. You're not gonna let anybody just come in and think that they're gonna run you, your kids, and like haven't made that commitment. But once Kevin took that commitment from me and said, look, I'm not only going to cover you, I'm going to cover your daughter and now our son together. That changed the dynamic for me. But I also had to be open from it from jump, because I can't sit here and like almost wish for something and want that dynamic but not be open to it or practice disconnecting from that. You never get the experience if they're capable to learn their strengths and how you can even manage it.
But he was open to that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This generation is like, a lot of men come in and they just want to have it this way, that they have the idea, I'm the man, so I'm going to do this, this, and this, and it's right.
But here's how I feel about that. I feel I'm a word person. I'm very.
I like it.
That is the definition of submit. Yeah. Women have always been told that they need to submit to their man. And men have always been told that their woman needs to submit to them. And I like how you use the word align, because that's what I use. Yeah. We have the same vision. I trust you to make decisions because we are on the same team. We're partners. We have the same goals. So, of course, I know that you're going to have my interest. My best interest when you're making these decisions. And, I do have a man. We live together. And we do have children. And I don't ever feel like he's going to steer us on the wrong path. But I don't feel like he is.
Those are also his children.
Didn't I say that?
No, you say y'all have children. I'm saying the difference is those are his children. Like with me. Personally,
yeah. I get that.
I'm not getting with my baby daddy. So, anyway, keep talking.
Right. No, I understand that. But you...
Boots, what's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I was listening. Y'all was doing good. Please continue.
Well, that's all I was saying. I just don't like the word because that's what it means. And I don't feel like in relationships, just like Lo said. He said, I make the fine. If you feel like we got a bill, it don't need to be paid.
I like the second definition better than the first.
Yeah. 100%.
My thing is with the post. I had a couple of discussions about this post in some inboxes because, people wanted to ask me what I thought. So I told them. I don't believe submission in itself is a natural thing. So when it says submit naturally, I don't think that's possible for anyone. Submission is a decision. So you make a conscious decision to submit. But I do feel like it has been taught wrong coming up through the generations.
100%.
Yeah, I don't feel as if my wife, my woman, anybody should submit totally to me. And I had to learn this. This is learned. This ain't old Rece didn't think this way. But I had to learn that submission is submitting one to another.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
So there's some things to her, and she's gonna be my wife, she's gonna be my lady, that I have to submit to.
Yeah.
Because I had to realize and come to an honest conclusion in some aspects of life, she knows more than me.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then, as a man, that was a hard pill to swallow. But I was kind of like, we're gonna do it my way. If I make a mistake, then we can come back and try it your way.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. If I mess up, then we can try it your way. But we're gonna try my way first because obviously I think my way is best.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But then I have to come to the realization that my way always ain't best. And sometimes I need to listen a little bit more. Because if this is somebody I'm saying I'm with, that I'm going to be with, then it must be some value in her opinion.
Absolutely.
And I always didn't value that opinion of a woman. Just being real.
Right.
I always didn't value it to the level that she be valued is, but I understand now that a woman thinks differently.
Right.
A woman moves differently. A woman acts differently.
Absolutely.
And she's going to see things from a particular angle that I'm not going to see it from.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And I have to be allowed that space for her to see it that way and understand just because she doesn't see it how I see it doesn't make her way wrong.
Right.
Can I add something to that too?
Yes.
So what I'm saying, and I agree with all that because I always felt like submission is like a teamwork thing. I will also add to that.
I run this.
Yeah, I've never thought that.
Most men,
because I can't be wrong. I can 100% be wrong. And I'm saying in those situations where your dude is wrong or your wife is wrong, I think there needs to be grace allowed. Because it's like allow me
exactly.
to make a mistake in my decision making. That way we can grow together.
Yeah.
Rather than like he makes a decision, you know what I'm saying, and then it's just like, oh well, he wrong, so I'll never trust him to make a decision again.
Right.
Here's
You know what I'm saying?
Here's my question in that post. Besides me not believing that submission is a natural thing, who defines when leading is proper? It says if a man leads properly.
Yeah.
Who makes that definition? So it's properly me doing it the way that you see I should do it? Or it's properly doing it my way? Like at what point is the leading defined? If I lead a certain way and we both agreed on it, but it didn't work out, does now that make that leadership not proper?
No.
You know. So at what point in who is defining what proper is and when it's proper?
I think it's more so on the line of communication. If you're both
100%.
communicating and you're both, like Ashley said, like you're both with the same goals and you're on the same path and it's a partnership, that's leading properly.
Okay.
Because a woman is going to want her man, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brittany. Because you're married, I'm not, never had
I don't think that matters. Like, I think it really is just a communication thing. Like, because I've been single, I've been, dating, I've been all of that stuff or whatever. I've been upset at decisions that was made in my marriage. But I take a little bit of what I believe, which is the biblical standard of how relationships should work. And I also talk to him, like when I'm not happy with something, I'm like, hey, look, so we should have did it like this, but okay,
let's try this.
Let's try this. You're just supposed to have each other's back, and I think that's in
real.
any relationship. A lot of times we just think it's different, but it's like business relationships, whatever. The only thing that I have an issue with is like when people individually submit their purpose under someone that doesn't see the vision. So like you can't. I will not. I can't like let God's vision and like my purpose for life die under somebody who doesn't fully see it. If you can't support that, like I can't. That part I can't trust.
But that's where being in alignment comes.
People don't talk about vision. Before they go first.
Absolutely.
But you should.
But people,
what are we doing?
People don't talk about.
Absolutely.
They get caught up in the infatuation of things of how they feel and how somebody's making them feel. And sometimes even the chemistry and the vibe, you get caught up in all of that. And you ain't discussing what your dreams is, what your aspiration is, because like we're in an entrepreneurship type of community. Now. Everybody's want to do that, but it ain't for everybody.
Right.
But you have to understand if you're dating somebody that's their mindset, you have to be on board with that because somebody who's have an entrepreneur vision type of thing takes a certain drive, takes a certain grit.
Don't break them down.
If the woman or the man ain't on board with what that other person's doing, you're going to have friction.
Exactly.
Because they're going to be like, you always worried about your work. Because this is me. Like, this is my baby. Per se. But if you don't have those vision talks beforehand, then it's going to seem as if leadership ain't proper. It's just simply y'all not on the same page.
Exactly.
And I also add to that for like the people who have like that entrepreneur like mindset, like I feel like the person who has that mindset, they can't hold on so tight to it that they won't allow suggestions from the person they with.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like they trying to give you something that could help you.
Don't tell me how to run my business, woman.
But it's like, but you like, no, this is me. I had this before you. And it's like, well, we're together now. So now we're in it together. So if you want to spend $50,000 over here on your business, you know what I mean? But
if my business
we can't afford that. Well, even still, now you're with somebody. It still has to be a discussion.
You said if your business what?
Yeah, it still has to be a discussion.
I just can't do the belittling, like
No, real
like
talk.
I'm not the girl. If you want to be a rapper and you 46, I'm not gonna sell you, don't do your music or whatever. Like I'm gonna let your heart live for real because I know what brings joy.
Because Kev still got bars.
Kev, okay. I'm not about to play with him because he be back and forth. I'm not gonna do that.
He got somewhere to record. You know he can record over here.
He got bars for real, and I wish he would, do it. But you gotta
And on top of that, that's art.
Push him a little.
That's art. That's not. I don't
bro.
feel like people should be.
He got to do it on his own time. But I wouldn't be that drill sergeant like, you got bars, nigga, use them. Be a rapper.
Right.
Such and such just did it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't do that. You know, like, you got to have grace with your partner
And that's hard.
the stuff that they do.
That's hard for me because I'm such a visionary. So when I hear somebody has something,
Yeah,
so
you want to use
if
it.
my woman is on something and I see her with a skill set, I'm like, why are you still working here
Oh, yeah.
for somebody? Let's do this. And she's like, well, you know, it's
Oh
just
my
a
God,
hobby.
that's so-
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hobby? I'm trying to get this money.
Yeah.
We got to
But I mean, you can
Right
encourage
there,
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like encourage
Yeah, I
them
suck
to
at
see.
that.
But even
Pray
not
for
even
me.
like on the entrepreneurial, you know, like even just how you want to run your family.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to
That's good
be in
stuff.
alignment.
No, that's good stuff.
That's real.
You know, on that as well because
Absolutely.
you
I
can
like
see
this
one
alignment
structure.
word.
Yeah.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't like the word submit. I don't like it.
Definitely.
We didn't throw
we
it
need
away.
to be in
It's
a
trash.
line.
Throw it away.
Baby girl, are you trying to align with
like I
me?
said,
Yes.
You ain't got to
I can
submit to me,
see-
baby girl. Just align with me.
Yes.
Feel
I
me?
can really see how people hate the word submit. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
reading the definition, it sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
They hate it
But that's how it was back in the day. Women were submitting to their husbands.
Yeah, but it was like
It's
that.
men's fault.
And that's another thing.
It is.
And
That's it.
just like in my scenario that I talked about,
Yeah, I don't think they was rolling.
the key. I know they weren't rolling. I know they weren't rolling because I intentionally left out certain elements of it.
Oh, okay.
And
Attention.
He was really over there thinking about it too.
No,
He
no.
was quiet for a minute.
because
that.
Got that preacher hand.
because the thing of it is, it's a communication factor. In it.
Right.
Okay,
And so for instance, if I have something that I want to pay early and something you don't want to pay early, it's a communication, a conversation that I'm gonna say, hey, listen, I get that you don't want to pay early, but
What's up with you and bills?
no, I mean,
Don't want to pay.
because here's the thing.
He's sticking with the same.
I'm telling the same story. Because
Looking like his bills paid.
and one thing,
Any
because
problems there?
You want your bills paid? Holler at us.
because bills and money, that's
it's
an
huge.
important thing.
It
That's a
is.
very important
It
thing.
is.
Absolutely.
Because
That's the
the
biggie.
way people, I know how I view money,
Yeah.
and I've been without money, and I've been with money, and I don't never
think
want to
you
go
said
without
the
money
same thing.
again.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm on some stuff to where I don't like I'm the type of person is I don't like paying all of something on something and then just being broke for next time I get paid or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You want to budget.
So yeah,
Use a
so
budget.
so my thing is if I'm good with budgeting and that's my thing,
Right,
and we
budget.
came to the
Let's do
conclusion that that's my thing, what I'm saying is
You make that decision.
what
Right.
I'm saying is respect my decision.
Right.
Don't try to argue because most arguments, in my opinion,
Uh-oh. Here it
most
comes.
arguments, in my opinion,
This is his
has
opinion.
is a battle of understanding.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And so
Okay.
so
Goes
our
back to
whole
communication.
fight is going to be to get an understanding.
It don't have to be a
But the
argument.
last thing of it is, it doesn't have to be. But but what we don't understand is I don't need your understanding. I need your respect. So if I have your respect in the matter,
I can.
then
Yeah.
then,
But
then
you
we
ain't gonna
can
always
roll and
understand.
proceed. But if you're fighting for
Would you give-
understanding, then we're always going to bump heads because
Would you give them
might
the
You
not
guys are
understand.
aligned.
No,
Will you give them the same thing? Like if you didn't understand,
If listen, and on the same token, if it's something that they're good at,
Okay.
and
I
it's
get it.
it's their lane, you know what I'm saying? If you come into the house and you go grocery shopping,
Just let me buy some
and
toys, bro.
everything you
Oh,
come in,
stop
I'm
my
thinking
toys.
like, oh, what is? I don't even eat this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I trust to know that you know what I like to eat,
Right.
and you know that I want a good meal.
Hey, man,
it's
I
like
hate-
you want a good meal.
I hate grocery shopping.
I'm
I
not
hate
really
grocery-
in the role.
and that's not my lane.
It's not.
Like,
You can't cook,
listen, that's
don't
like
cook.
please, like
Right, please don't.
No.
don't. I
Like if
don't
you're a
do
woman, you
grocery
can't cook.
shopping.
Don't feel like you need to get in the kitchen.
Don't,
Nah, I got
no.
us.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
Listen.
talking about. I'm all about people
You have it.
doing what they're good at.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I'm all about
Yeah.
respecting a person's area.
Right.
I like
Well,
that.
You know what I'm
here's
saying? I'm not
Yeah.
going to infringe on your area.
right.
Right.
And don't infringe on my area.
Right.
That's the key thing right there.
But can
If
I
I
ask
give you
questions
this,
about your
if
area?
you have this task, not I give you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. If you have this task that we agreed upon, I'm not asking you about bills.
Yeah.
I trust that you will take care of
Yep.
these bills.
But the moment
now, if
you're
these
not
lights
handling
get cut
it
off,
right,
Damn blue.
then I'm gonna need understanding.
What
I'm
we
gonna need to
doing?
know what happened. However, I'm not.
I trust you.
Yeah, bills is
Yeah,
your thing.
absolutely.
I'm not looking at it. I'm not questioning it. Same.
But
If I'm good at something,
Because
don't
you're coming
question
at the
me.
right way. Because you're not. Because the thing.
no ego.
Because the thing of it is, you're coming at
that's
it
my problem.
because you really want to know. Hey, why are the lights off?
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right,
It's
right,
like,
right,
like, I need for
Like,
you
you
to
come in
say,
like,
hey, the
he ain't
bill.
saying nothing.
Like I need to say, hey,
Yeah.
they took 2 payments down instead of 1.
Yeah.
And so they go get it back on. We gotta go to the hotel for the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
The lights will be on in the morning.
I
I'm
would prefer
good.
you tell me
You know
ahead
what
of
I'm saying?
time.
I'm good with that.
I prefer not to find out.
Like my thing is just like this.
I know. I probably do yesterday.
Not
Yeah.
It's just
And the lights is off.
just because it's my thing, I should still leave room for questioning. And I think that's where sometimes stuff gets, people like, I'm handling this, don't question
Yeah.
it. And that's where it kind of gets thrown off. Like, no, like if we're in this together, even if I'm making the decision, if you're not totally on board with the decision, you have a right as my partner to question that decision.
That's the problem, though.
And-
if we are aligned, why am I not on board? If I know that this is your strength,
Still.
why am I constantly questioning?
I ain't saying constantly, like I didn't say constantly.
I mean,
But-
that's what I'm saying.
The
Like,
question,
But let's say I do something one way, and this is the way I've been doing it, and then all of a sudden I decide to change the way I'm gonna do it a little bit. Like the room should be open for you to come in and say, "Hey, why are you doing it this way now?"
I say talk to him before you even
That's what I'm
before you
saying.
change it.
But
Like,
I might not talk
communicate
about.
with
I
that.
might not talk about it because I may think of the mindset. This is my thing. So if I do,
See that?
the room should still be open. I'm saying for the person to come and say, "Hey, I see you did this a little different. Why'd you do it?" And I shouldn't react in.
Is it a
Why you
negative
questioning
effect?
this my
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
That's
You
where
know,
grace
I mean,
comes
yes,
in.
don't do
That is where
that.
the grace comes in.
Don't do
That's
that.
not copacetic.
But is it
No.
negatively affecting the household?
No, if it's negative, now
It ain't negatively affecting anything. I ain't.
It might if I made the wrong decision.
Then
So I might have tried it this way and it didn't
Yeah.
work, and it might
Yeah.
negatively affect it.
Then yeah.
And then, so you have a right to say something.
Absolutely.
But some people feel in the submission thing, don't question me.
Right.
Listen, because my last relationship, I could have strangled him because he didn't communicate, but he would
Ashley
make
would've
these
strangled him.
decisions.
Actually,
Like, it
she's a
have-
fighter.
She would have.
It would've
I'm
went
not.
down.
I'm a
It
peaceful
would've went
person.
down.
Thank you, T. We need
it would-
Yeah, but that
She
was
would've
the
picked her
issue.
man up.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Nigga, you change the stuff, nigga,
like
without
that.
talking to me. Poor
But he
Kaz.
would just do things and not communicate with me, and then get mad at me when I didn't trust his movement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you're not telling me anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to affect my
Yeah.
household when you
Right.
don't communicate with me.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would y'all part ways from somebody who's like, look, you done made too many bad decisions.
Yes.
So I'm,
Yeah, because clearly we're not.
Yeah.
How
like,
bad
we
are
ain't
these
being
decisions?
Yeah.
Like, how bad are they?
If a woman says to you, you know what, I don't trust your judgment, like, would you hold that against her and like, oh, I don't want you because you don't want to submit to me, like,
Well, I think it becomes a conversation.
Yeah.
Why
Right.
don't you trust my judgment?
Yeah.
What have I done?
I
to
suggest
yeah.
you leave.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
But if you don't trust my
if you don't
judgment,
trust my judgment,
and
like,
my
No,
track
but
record
why-
is
why
proof, you
can't-
shouldn't
yeah.
trust my judgment.
Right.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
right.
different.
You can say,
But-
like, what
That's
is
different.
But
it?
why wouldn't she? Though?
Like-
Like, why wouldn't
That's
she trust
different.
your judgment?
And I think it should be more tailored. I don't trust your judgment in
Yes,
this area
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk
Yeah.
about this, that,
because
yeah.
this
It
and
should be a
this.
Exactly.
conversation.
Let me
Now,
handle
me personally, I'm probably going to argue what you say,
yeah.
and
See,
I'm
I
probably
ain't
going
doing
to come
that
back the
anyway. I
next
ain't
day
doing
because
that. I'm
listen,
just like F it.
I'm a fast talker, so I'm gonna think quick. I'm probably gonna rebuttal just off the top of my mind. That's how I think. I am probably, however, gonna come back in 2 days or so, maybe one, and say, you know what?
You were right.
You were right.
See, I can't do
I'll humble myself eventually.
I can't
It just
deal.
takes me a minute sometimes to get there.
Yeah.
Because
I appreciate
this,
a good apology.
this is
Yeah.
what I have to understand. Like, cause me,
That's
if you
a
come
whole
and say you
nother
ain't trust my
podcast.
judgment, I I had like therapy help. Thank God for therapy. Because I used to take things that if you said, I'm not trusting your judgment in this area, I took it as you saying, I don't trust you.
Yes. Right.
And I internalized it as being whole instead of just this part.
You're not listening anymore.
Yeah, so then I'm not listening, I get defensive.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have to grow and be like, you know what? It's just that area. Like, she's still cool with me.
Yeah.
It's just this area, and you know what? I'm trash in that area. Like, you have to be able to be real with yourself.
Right. Yeah.
For real.
Like, and
For
then
real.
I'll come back like, you know what, baby? You know what? You were right, and I need to do better.
Hey, I remember one time, like, somebody had told me they didn't trust me in, like, this area. And then I was just like, well, how can you help me
Yeah.
so that you
that's
will be
amazing.
able to
Real.
trust me?
Yeah,
in
That
that
sound like for real. He was straight hitting me with the how can you help me?
He said like he really want to help.
And it was funny.
How can you
Hey,
help
and she
me?
couldn't even respond. She was just like,
Because some people don't even know what they
I never looked at it that way. Because I'm like, listen, I'm bad at it. So help me so that your trust in that area where I'm bad
Hey,
at
if
can grow.
her goal was to get rid of you, she backfired.
Yeah, that backfired.
Oh, 100%.
Because like, oh no,
100%.
what do you want? What do you
Yeah,
want?
help me help you.
I used to ask that question a lot. So what can I do differently? And he could never answer. And I'd be like, you're talking outside of your neck.
Negative, positive this thing.
Yeah.
All day.
I'm gonna keep
For
doing what I
real.
do.
That's good. That's real.
Just saying.
So we've come to the conclusion that the word submit
Needs to be
The
extra.
Needs to be
word of
trashed.
it.
No, I don't
But not
think
the
it needs to be
action.
trashed.
I feel like it needs to be
Hey, Ashley said
trash.
throw the whole thing
Yeah,
away.
throw it away.
Okay,
We ain't
so
submitting in 2020.
okay, it's okay. So there are a lot of there are women out there who do not like the word submit.
We align.
Rece,
Realign.
what is
Why
your
you saying that?
conversation to those women who do not like the word submit? What's your conversation to them about that?
My conversation is this. I understand why you don't like the word. I think the way that the word has been used has skewed the way that it has been viewed. And that submission has been misused so much by people in authority figures, men in households, and all of that it has put a negative turn on the word to make it seem like it is a negative and a bad word. And because of that, if you can't get that out of your mind, maybe you do need to trash it and come up with a better word for your household.
Yep.
Agree.
And figure out what works for you. And whatever works for your household is what works for your household. If submit don't work and your woman or man don't like that word, you probably shouldn't use it.
Yeah.
Don't say something to me.
But
Give
you
you
know,
the side eye.
and she rather use you say, hey, and she comes to you and say, I really don't like that word. I like the word align. That just simply means we're on the same page. Don't get mad and be like, no, I want you to submit. If that's you, that means you're probably not for her.
Yeah, right.
So I don't think.
But do guys say that?
Some might. I don't know.
It's some guys
I'm just
out there
saying,
who
if a woman comes and she says she doesn't like the word, I'm gonna say, then what would you rather use?
And I like, and what I like, and one thing I really liked about what you said is, hey, if it's not working in your household,
Yes.
Hey, that was
Absolutely.
good. That was a good thing.
Every household is different.
Absolutely.
And even though your people, you may be similar in different things, y'all households will not look the same.
A lot of things fail because
Right.
of comparison.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things fail because of comparison.
And so we have to really get to really get up to like bigging our household up and edifying and uplifting our household so it becomes something that works and functions for the people in that household.
Exactly.
Right.
Because when I'm trying to do my household like Humble does his household and it's not working, I'm thinking like, dude, like we work for him.
Yeah.
And so that type of mismanagement is going to make me fight even harder because I see it working.
Right.
So I'm going to keep fighting for it when I'm misguided in it.
Right.
Because there's two different households. So you have to really understand and recognize that your household may not look like, even the people that's giving you this advice and all these things, you have to really pick and choose what you take from people because because they're not living with that woman.
Exactly.
You are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not living,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? So if somebody tell Ashley, dude, like, hey man, she gotta submit. I don't care what she like to wear or not. Go ahead and tell her to submit tonight.
Right. And he will be like, nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
You don't know her, bro.
that's not, yeah. And listen, and my thing is like, listen, man, that's cool, but baby girl ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you really have to know your household and how to make your household work for everybody in it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid to like break like some of the upbringings and some of the things that your parents did that you feel like is tradition.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a household with a lot of women who was like mad at men and they were like, we don't do nothing for them. We ride till we, very independent.
Yeah,
and so I literally I was confused, like, okay, well, do we ride with them or do we ride against them? I don't know, you know. And I like when me and Kevin got together, it was just like, hey, how do you want to run your household? Because I literally had not had those conversations in my household. It was just like, women do this, we do this, we do everything here. Like, we're very strong, we're this, we're that. So I grew up like I got to handle everything, like to the point where I'm carrying trash and all the groceries on my back, like, and he's right there, and I would like don't need your help at all.
Yeah.
Like, and so you have to like break those things because you don't have to be Superwoman, you don't have to be Superman.
You know what?
Like,
but that's so hard.
It is.
Because let me tell you what my issue is. I'm not taking out the trash. I have a son. You're going to take out this trash. Any man that's in my house, you're going to take out this trash. However, I have been asked on multiple occasions, do you want me to scrape the ice off your windshield? And my answer is always no.
Yeah, no,
my
come
answer is
scrape the
always
ice,
no.
come take out the trash,
Like,
change
break
my
those
tire,
things.
my oil.
I put this on Facebook the other day. I said, just because it's tradition and how it's always been done does not make it right or effective. To be effective, sometimes tradition has to be broken.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
It's real.
That's very true.
Like,
I'm rolling with that too.
Yeah, to be effective, sometimes you have to break the way that you always done it. If you're doing things just in the name of this is how we always done it, then it's probably not effective.
Yeah.
Because you have no reason. I think that's one of the things B is great about, and Los is like the why is behind it.
Yeah,
Like, why are we doing it this way?
Yeah, that's good.
That's why I broke away
And
from Christianity.
I'm gonna tell you,
Conversation for another day.
there's a person that's been through some life. You know what I'm saying? There's a person that's been through some life that, man, being stuck too much in an area and trying to claim ownership too much on something and not taking account to everybody, man, it's like it's a path to destruction. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like so that's what what bothers me. What bothered me about that, saying like if you leave properly, a person will submit naturally, is that it sounds so easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds so easy, but when you in a relationship with a person that's done lived their 30-something years, and you done live your 30-something years, and y'all got all that experience and XP behind y'all, and then y'all coming together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it's just all the women that just hopped on this. That like, oh yeah, if he leave, probably I'll submit. They ain't never submitted to nothing in their life, and all of a sudden think it's just gonna be easy to hop in a relationship and submit.
I'm like,
can't even get to work on time. Can't submit to being to work on time.
Hilarious.
Well,
and like I said, because my thing is, a lot of times, if you have some problem with submitting, it carries on in other areas submitting.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So be diligent over here.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's my take. Humble. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Just allow grace. Allow grace for wrong decisions to be made.
Yeah.
And then also, because it was a meme, I want to say that I need more representation for bald black men with beards and beards. Because like it's always like these hotep black dudes.
You know what?
Like they got the waves and like the big thick beards,
yeah.
like dark skin. I need more representation.
Okay.
For us with dad bods, we bald. We might be a little bit cute in the face, and we got the beard. I need more representation.
I feel that.
That's my final thoughts.
That's
final
cool.
thoughts. Final thoughts, Ashley.
I just feel like in regards to the meme, if you communicate and you guys align, since that's the word of the day, we have the same vision, she will. I don't know if I'm gonna say naturally, but she will trust you.
She will get in alignment.
Yeah. Because and she will trust you to make decisions for the household. You know?
The household.
You guys, the household. And
like
your
each
life.
other.
Yeah.
Tiff.
I ain't submitting this. No, I'm just playing. Final thoughts. I'm in agreement. I feel like it's definitely communication and trust, and alignment. Mm-hmm. Period.
I like it.
Period.
Nichols.
My final thoughts is submission is not a bad thing. It's not to be viewed in a negative way. Find out kind of what works for you. Mm-hmm. We all must submit or align to something in this life, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people in jail because they didn't want to submit to or align with the law.
Yeah.
So
They didn't want to submit.
At some point in life,
That's your superior.
yeah, some type of alignment or submission has to happen
Right.
if success is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And don't let tradition get you out of alignment.
Great.
I would say final thoughts. Just take the time to really know what you want.
Oh, that's
first,
good.
Yes.
That's good.
You know, when you jump into things and don't have like not necessarily expectations, but don't even know where you want to start, sometimes it's just instant like friction, you know. So knowing what you want will honestly help you navigate through a lot of different disappointments and help you like gain compromise too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I like what Humble said about being able to make mistakes.
That's good.
Sometimes it's hard to make a mistake in front of people you care about because they get to see you at a vulnerable,
Especially as a man.
at a vulnerable point, and it's even more for men because when we do mess up, we are hard on ourselves because we felt like we shouldn't have never messed up,
Right.
you know, and so there's no exact way on how to lead a household. There's no exact way.
No man,
You and your partner have to build your own blueprint for your household and make sure that you are in alignment. And if you're not in alignment, just know that things will fall apart if y'all not in alignment. So we about to get out of here, man.
We're using their black eyes.
Good talk.
That was.
Again, guys.
I feel like y'all learned something.
I did learn some stuff today. I learned some stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man, make them submit.
And
Do better.
When you know better,
you do.
You do better.
appreciate y'all as guests, man. Like y'all first
Appreciate
y'all
y'all
first
for
official
having
guest.
Strong
I was impressed by your maturity. I didn't know what I was walking
Yo.
into.
Yeah.
Y'all got some good, vibes with this thing.
Hey, if y'all out there, we need 5 stars.
5
You know what I'm
stars.
saying?
This should give us like 6-7 stars. This episode right here.
Go review, listen to it,
dropping
subscribe.
gems on this joint.
On YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Follow us, shout us out, like,
iTunes.
share, comment. You know,
Question: are we on SoundCloud yet?
we on there. we on there, but we ain't on there. What episode is this? 7. Episode 1 is available.
Wow.
That's the only one. That's the only one available.
I know you ain't talking. Only reason YouTube is cracking because I stayed on you.
But it's cracking, and I'm keeping it cracking.
Hey, look, did he not just hit his whip? So I'm supposed to load it on the same day?
Well, we hadn't discussed it though. It's about communication.
You wasn't in alignment.
It's about
You wasn't in
communication.
alignment with the other two hosts.
It's hard to be in alignment when you ain't communicating.
Hey, we out, man. That's on King's podcast.
Holla at y'all. It's your boy.
Grown women, grown bills, grown money, grown losses, grown wins, grown problems, grown solutions, grown smiles, grown tears, long life, grown. What is it all about? Still trying to figure it out. It's clearer on every year while I'm here under the clouds, watching the time fly as I'm trying to live in the now, taking the wisdom.